Welcome to Champion Stepdad podcast. We are exploring the unique role of stepdads, stepfathers, and bonus dads, and how to apply performance psychology skills to become better father figures and role models. I am your host, Neil Wadier, hosting discussions about the stepdad life. Join the Champion Stepdad Facebook group and let's build this community. Building our band of brothers, we're focusing on two things. First is empathy, because being a stepdad is tough. Second is accountability, because I get it. Being a stepdad is tough, but you chose to take on this role. There are no accidental stepdads. So use the opportunity to become the best father figure and mentor that you can be. We're here as your support and as your accountability. Champion stepdads are not satisfied with mediocrity. We're not too proud to seek professional guidance from qualified professionals, because mental health is mental wealth. Today, I wanted to focus on discipline. I recently posted a poll in one of the stepdad Facebook groups that I follow, the Stepdad Den. And out of 118 votes after 24 hours, I haven't gone back and checked it since then. But out of 118 votes, over 33% said discipline is the biggest problem they face. And I followed that up with another post where I said, I challenge you to redefine discipline. And so a quick explanation. Discipline is to listen, learn, and influence. The root of discipline is disciple, meaning a student. Discipline comes from Latin, meaning instruction and training, which is derived from the root of to learn. So we're seeing a theme here that discipline does not mean punishment. And there's a significant shift that I had to make based on my past and some of the parenting habits that I brought into my relationship with my children. I did equate discipline with punishment, but that's not the case, because as we see, the root of discipline means either to be a student or to teach someone something. Punishment means that you're adding something or taking something away. And I want to make a couple analogies. So first of all, motivation. Like discipline, motivation is an internal force. You as an individual learn and decide to employ. And despite the famous Full Metal Jacket movie line, I can't motivate you. I can create a motivating environment by encouraging you and giving you reasons to be motivated. But I can't make you do anything. I can't make you feel anything. Your values, morals, ethics, beliefs, and thoughts determine your motivation, and they determine your discipline as well. Taking this even further, motivation and discipline are similar to mindset and perspective. Most people I know believe that they are all important, and I agree. My default question, though, is how? How do you create and maintain the right mindset and perspective? Skills and processes are how. So again, another analogy, leadership. You don't learn leadership in military leadership academies. We don't learn leadership. We learn skills which help us better lead people. We learn skills and processes that help us become better leaders, but we don't learn leadership. Leadership itself is not a skill. Similarly, you don't learn resilience. You learn skills that help you grow and thrive through stress and adversity, which in turn makes you a more resilient person. But resilience itself is not a skill. So if you want your children, your stepchildren, or any other youth you mentor, if you want them to be more disciplined, then teach them skills in context to performance and outcome goals. Emotional control is important, but how do they do it? I'm 46 years old and I'm a resilience and performance trainer. I still have emotional triggers. Everything you have experienced affects your current belief system, which influences your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. If we as adults and parents have trouble figuring this out, how difficult is it for a 6-year-old who developmentally does not understand what it means to have attitude in their voice? At 9 to 12 years old, you would think they should be able to, and they can understand that they should not interrupt a conversation and they should not throw a temper tantrum when they're told to wait or to walk away. The question, though, is have you equipped them so that they not only understand the purpose of the construct, don't interrupt someone and don't throw a temper tantrum, but also how to achieve the actions that at 46, if I'm still able to become emotionally triggered, why wouldn't I expect that same thing from a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old or even a 13 or 16-year-old? To discipline is to teach. To have discipline is to learn why and how. Discipline is a buy-in to the culture. And so what culture are you creating or have you created in your house? Do you equate discipline to punishment? Do you equate fear to respect? These are all very unique. Discipline may include punishment. Just make sure punishment does not overpower the learning opportunity. Make sure your emotional triggers do not lead to fear instead of respect, because those things are totally different. Fear does not equal respect. Fear is fear. If you look at a child or even another adult and you think they lack discipline, you're probably thinking along the lines of they're giving control to external forces and they're choosing to be a victim of circumstances. If you want your children, if you want your stepchildren, or you want to be any child that you mentor, if you want them to be disciplined, then teach them the reasons to be responsible. Teach them what it means to set appropriate standards and how to achieve goals. Promote self-discipline and self-worth, not self-esteem at the expense of real competence. Teach emotional awareness and control, standards and accountability, appropriate consequences for appropriate consequences for actions. If they did something wrong but utilized a powerful but beneficial skill, then teach them the moral or ethical lesson of the wrong, but then also teach them the appropriate way to utilize the skill that they employed. So give them credit where credit is due. You can guide them morally and ethically. You can help them create values in their life. But discipline does not always mean punishment, and make sure that the punishment does not eliminate the lesson opportunity. And give them grace. Again, 6 years old, 9 years old, 13 years old, they're going to make mistakes. They're learning. It's going to happen. Let them talk, even if they have attitude. And this is a tough one with me, but I'm really working on this. Let the 6-year-old talk. Listen for the message. Then we can have a conversation about what else is going on. But what are they trying to communicate? Maybe that's more important than me getting on them about a little bit of attitude. Teach processes, teach outcomes, teach skills. And if you're going to teach skills, do you know the skills? Can you teach them? And are you willing to learn and enhance your skills? Remember, the first path, the first step to education is admitting your ignorance. I'm here to build a community founded on empathy and accountability, mutual respect for stepping into a difficult role. So look me up. Let's have a conversation. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your feelings, and I want to hear your beliefs. I want you to share your experiences. Tell me if you disagree, and let's have a conversation. I'm not here to tell you like it is. I'm here to learn alongside of you, to be the best father figure and mentor that I can be. My name is Neil Wattier. Join the Champion Stepdad community. find me in the Champion Stepdad Facebook group and jump into a conversation with me. I would love to host you, you as an individual, you as a group, and let's have a conversation. Let's grow our band of brothers, support each other, and hold each other accountable.